Alright, how's it going, everyone? February 8th, it's a Friday. Happy Friday. And we're going to get into the broad stock market. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, I do daily reviews on the broad stock market in general, S&P 500, Apple, Netflix, Amazon, etc. And then I do another video of the Canadian MJ space where I go, that's kind of my niche market where I mostly invest in. So if you do appreciate the content, I would appreciate a subscription. It is free. I do appreciate your support, and of course, if you have any comments or questions, I would love to hear from you. So with that being said, let's take a look at the stock market. S&P weekly time frame. Obviously, nice V-shaped recovery. Kind of a indecision doji in the last candlestick. Next resistance level all the way up here at around 280. Got a little ways to go, not too much farther, but really all this is a lower high on the weekly time frame. So if we zoom in, daily time frame, actually saw some nice bounce back today. We had a pretty bad day yesterday, pretty bad day today in the Canadian MJ space, but does look like we could have just made a higher low on the daily time frame. So in order to see the hourly, ooh, okay. So it does. Looks like the hourly trend has started to change, right? So hourly downtrend, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. And we actually poked up and poked past this previous lower high. So what we're going to have to see is maybe a little more continuation and form a higher low compared to this low down here. So SPY actually could bounce back. Doesn't look too bad. Apple could be setting the lower high on Apple. So I've actually been waiting for this moment to buy into Apple. I wanted to buy in once we've established a higher low. So let's zoom into the hourly time frame here. And it's not too clear. Okay, I really need this trend change to shift to higher highs and higher lows. I would like to think that this is just a higher low setting, but the hourly trend change has not officially happened yet, so I might sit on my hands until that happens. But overall, you know, Apple looks good. I'm very interested in buying Apple, especially at these levels, because we have beaten several levels of resistance established over here. So again, first sign was when we beat this lower high right here. We boom, popped up, beat it, higher low, continued on to higher highs, right? Beating several resistance levels. And now we need to set a higher low, preferably compared to this low right here. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on Apple, Facebook. Ooh, did Facebook make bears? So it's kind of the same deal on Facebook. I'm just waiting to establish a higher low compared to this level right here. So let's look on the hourly time frame, see what's going on. Wow. So we're in a range with Facebook. This range starts all the way down here, I think the 163.72 level, and then the high is up here, right? So we're trading in a range. Once we break either one of these levels, it'll be very clear and evident which direction the daily time frame is going to go. Netflix. Wow, nice day on Netflix today. So I pointed out yesterday, that we were likely to do a daily equilibrium. So here's the high of the run-up, right? We formed a higher low compared to this low down here. So it's just a higher low. Double top, so rejection. Now we're coming back down. I was anticipating a higher low above this level. And, I mean, I don't know if this could turn out and play a cup and handle on the daily time frame. Actually, this being the cup, we could be setting the handle now. And of course, we'd have to break this double top of resistance in order to see that cup and handle play out. If you're unfamiliar with that pattern, you should check it out. It actually played out on ACB the other day on the daily time frame as well. Amazon. Let's jump to the daily. I've pointed out Amazon's just kind of choppy and ugly recently on the daily time frame. I do not anticipate trading Amazon anytime soon. We did break this low today, but bulls bought this dip. I would just be cautious. I wouldn't, I wouldn't feel comfortable trading Amazon right now from a technical standpoint. Gold. All right, let's look at gold. Let's look at the daily. Oh, looks like gold is trying to establish its higher low, right? So we have a higher low here, and it looks like they're trying to turn it around and start the uptrend once again. Yep. looks like an hourly trend change to me, right? So we bottomed out here, formed a lower high, higher low, and higher high. Yeah, let's get it. Hopefully gold will continue up and create a higher high on the daily time frame. US oil. So I said the other day we needed to hold a certain level. I'll point that out in a second. Oil needed to hold above 51.31, which it looks like we get rid of this. Looks like we did. 51.77 was that low. So what we really need, we need oil to come around, and really these bulls need to kick it in gear, and we need to form a higher high compared to 55.73. So I'm just curious what's going on the hourly. Oh, it's getting tight. No clear direction. Let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hour trend must change. So here's that low I was talking about that we had to maintain above, which we did. We're still in a 4 hour downtrend. We need to form higher highs and higher lows. So here you can see, here's a 4 hour downtrend. Clear example. Here's a high, lower high, lower high. You know, this is kind of the same level. I just call that a lower high, right? Let's see here, right? There's a low, lower low, lower low. Clear downtrend, right? We need to break levels of resistance. So we need to break the high of 54.18. We need to break this level in general right here with some strength, right? And then the next level will be this, and then of course all the way up here. We have to break those levels. If we don't change this 4 hour trend, we could very well put in jeopardy this daily uptrend. Nat gas. Nat gas is getting low. We haven't seen levels this low since April. A long time. So it's getting to the oversold level. Just want to see on the 4 hour. Obviously way oversold on the 4 hour. We're probably going to see a bounce soon. For that to start, you need to see, let's see here. Looks like we're just kind of getting another, we're probably going to form a lower high on the 4 hour time frame. Really the level to beat on the 4 hour time frame is right here, about 2.7677. If we can beat that level, the 4 hour trend change might start to occur, and then I would start to look bullish. Slight bullish divergence on the RSI, nothing too crazy. I wouldn't say that's very significant, but it is there. So if you don't know what RSI divergence is, I would highly suggest Googling it. It can help point out the start to a bounce. So that's it, guys. Pretty much SPY is looking good. I cover the names that I'm looking at. I do like Apple and Facebook on the daily time frame. And we're going to tune in on Monday. I'm busy this weekend, so this is the only video I can put out. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and we'll tune in on Monday.